How's it going on, guys? What's up? It's Mitch here, and we're back with another video. This is a new series. It's going to be called Tips with Mitch. It's sort of like the top 5 videos I do on my second channel, but you get the drift. Anyway, so it's the first episode of the series is brought to you by my school. Yep, gotta make a video for school. Actually, it's not that big of a deal. I like making videos, and plus I get to do some graphic design work, which is a bonus for me. The number 5 spot, it has to be make room for your schedule. So most people, especially this has happened to a bunch of people, you might have plans one night, and it turns out you have a test. You gotta study for that test. And you gotta shift around a bunch of things, and it's all over the place, and you don't get it into one solid schedule of studying. Then, everything's mix and match, especially when you got plans. So what I strongly recommend is, if you can, because most people probably won't be able to, that's why it's at the number 5 spot, is you want to take everything you're going to do that day, you want to put it into the smallest schedule you possibly can. That way, you're going to have a solid schedule of just studying, and I also recommend that you do it in the afternoon, possibly when you get back from school, because that will just help so much, because then you're not up late at night, then you don't pass out most likely, and then forget everything that you studied. Happened to me before. It sucks. What? Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, number 4, listen to music. It really helps with just listening some right now before I was literally interrupted by the camera. Anyway, just music sort of sets the mood, especially if you're listening to positive music. I listen to a lot of classic rock, and it's very soothing, it's relaxing. You just kind of want to kick back and do it. You want to kind of kick back and relax. But yeah, still steady. But there are many different genres of music that just overall set the mood to how you're feeling. Always just listen to positive music, because that's really going to help. It's going to put you on track, and it's going to keep you just on task overall. Sure, you're probably going to have that temptation to sing along this song and completely get distracted. That always happens to me. But it depends on what kind of learner you are, because not everyone's a musical learner. People are physical learner, people are visually learning. Everyone has their own style of learning, but that's why it's on number 4 spot, because it's not relevant to everyone. At the number 3 spot, it is ask your teacher about the test. Now, this might seem foolish depending on what kind of teacher you have. I have a really nice teacher who's probably watching this, Mr. Vadovic. Anyway, so yeah, just ask your teacher about, is this going to be on the test, because it's actually a very common question, and a lot of people are kind of afraid to ask that, especially in front of the entire class. But just go up to your teacher's desk, say, hey, I'm just wondering what sort of topics are on the test, what sort of questions are going to be on there. Then you got a better chance to the number 2 spot, which is actually coming up right now. Coming in at the number 2 spot, this is relevant to everyone, and also about relevant, you want to make sure that your research is. So when you're studying, just overall make sure that your research is altogether relevant to what you're supposed to be studying and what's on the test. That's also the previous one. Ask your teacher what's going to be on the test, and you're going to have a better chance of figuring out what is relevant to your research. Now, let's say you're doing something on density. You only want to know everything density, the formulas, everything about it, how to find weight and density. Overall, just make sure that it's completely relevant to your research. Before we go to our number 1 spot, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ding the bell so you don't miss any of my new videos, and make sure to give us a thumbs up because I would really appreciate that. And coming at the number 1 spot, write down what you're afraid of. And I'm not talking about your actual fears of like how you're going to die or something like that. No, I'm talking about what you fear about this test. Are you going to fail it? Maybe you're afraid that you're going to fail it. Your grades are going to go down, and it's going to become nothing, and you're going to end up working like McDonald's or something. So yeah, just write down, especially if you're taking some of the exam, just sit down with the paper real quick. Write down what is bothering you. So just like, okay, I am afraid of failing this test because I don't want to work at McDonald's. Something like that. That actually really helps. It's a proven fact that this actually helps. It's proven that all the students that did this, their grades actually went up on the exam that they're taking. So just make sure to do that. See you guys.